Welcome back everyone to another Coach Blaker's video. Today we're going to be doing a VOD review of an Akali player here. This Akali player feels like no matter what they do, they can't win. They want to see what's going on. They want to see why they can't win. This game, they did really, really well, and they still couldn't close out a game. So I'm going to do my best to see what's going on and see if we can help them improve the gameplay. If you guys are interested in VOD reviews, coaching, or anything of the like, make sure you check out my site, coachblaker.com. If you feel like there's games like this where you get fed and you can't win, or you feel like you're stuck in an elo that you just can't get out of, or you just feel lost, or you just want to get better because of you, make sure that you check out my site. There's always an option for you. Just check it out. coachblaker.com. So, let's go ahead and see what's going on. We're Akali playing against a Yone. He has Ignite, you have Teleport. So in this instance, a lot of your plays are going to be looking to either rotate or Yone just makes a really, really big mistake. Now we do a lot of trading here, looking for a kill. I want to say this right here, we're never really going to get a kill out of this. Like after this, Amumu dies, unless maybe you flash, you're never really getting a kill. You could have flashed onto that Gragas, but honestly, I don't know if you would reach him. It'd just be very, very shy. Like, it'd be really close based off of where you are. If you ping this back, your whole entire team won't be late to lane. Pretty much what's happening is you're indirectly impacting top, your lane, and then bot lane because they're low. They all have to recall. Also, the jungle is starting late as well. Kai'Sa just flashed as well. So no flash on Kai'Sa for her laning. Darius has to recall. Mordekaiser is like, oh, Darius is your jungler. What? Okay, that threw me. I guess he's not gonna recall. Mordekaiser's late, and like I said, he's low on HP. For some reason, he just taxed your lane. Cool guy, right? So that's just one of the things that can easily make your games more winnable. Is the fact that if you notice plays like this, especially happening on the early game, or if you feel like invades are not ones you typically win, ping them back and tell them not to do it. I play a lot of Aphelios, and so I usually ping my team back because they don't realize Aphelios does no damage level 1. He has no abilities. I do the same with the Azir. I ping them back because people don't realize Azir has no damage. So if you think about it, think about the odds of you actually getting kills, think about the spells, and if an invade goes south, then, just call it off. Call the invade off. All right, he hit level 2. Now you're level 2. You're both level 2. Let's see how this goes. I want to say that trade was actually pretty fine. I will say just try to sidestep his Q. Nothing too major. It's just something I think you should practice whenever you're playing against a champion like Yone or Yasuo. They're very Q reliant, the skill shot reliant. So if you would have played this the exact same way that you played it, instead of just sidestep his Qs, you'd come out really, really ahead on this trade. I still think it was a good trade, but came out really, really ahead. This camera is not liking me today. One other note that I want to say is make sure that if you do engage on him, to break his bone plating first. So you can auto attack him, you can Q him, whatever you need to do, but break the bone plating first, and then go ahead and follow up with your damage. During this combo, when you trade with him, he has bone plating. You can let this sit for a second before reactivating it, and then go later. That way, when you're doing your combos, the bone plating is gone. Just a little side note. So if you can burn that bone plating, burn it before you go in for kills or for trades. Okay, Darius is still clearing his jungle. Going for a little harass and trading here. Okay. Oh, I thought you were going to recall. Nice. You definitely would look to recall. Okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, we stayed still. Okay, we definitely need to recall. Although Yone didn't recall, the reason why we want to recall is because we want to be ready for any play happening on the map. We want to always be as strong as possible. So in dead air situations like this, where you do have a chance to recall, continue your recall. Because let's say a fight happens maybe a minute later from now, and because you stopped your recall, you are going to be weaker, right? You're not going to be able to be as effective. I get you don't want to recall because he's still here, but you set yourself up for a recall 2 times already. And you knew it because you started to recall. Okay, this is going to be a poor recall if you finish this one, though. Okay, you're just trying to bait him. Again, break that bone plating first. Break that bone plating. Let's see what happens. So you recall now. This is the third time you set yourself up for a recall. We get a recall going. Cool. Nothing's happened, which is good. But let's say Darius was fighting the Echo on Dragon. Because you didn't recall, you aren't going to be strong enough. This guy already bought. Oh, wait, he didn't buy either. Your whole Elo's just not buying, huh? I thought he would at least buy before he did Dragon. Realistically, if he would have bought, you would have been weaker because you didn't buy yourself the Echo. So it's very important that you do recall so that you can rotate to things. Same instance, break the bone plating first. Let it hang for a little bit. Okay, looks like you're looking for a play down bottom. You don't have your supporter Mumu, but you do have Darius. They see you coming, so you just decide to, yep, turn back. Good. I mean, so far so good. So far so good. You're looking for chances to roam. You're already recalling on point. You're trying to set yourself up for a recall. So far, so good. You should win this, yeah? Yeah, I knew you'd win that from the get-go. I'm not going to talk about your combos. You definitely know your Akali combos. It's just a little sketchy here and there, but that will get better once you play against better players. Your mechanics tend to evolve the higher you go because players tend to get better. So I'm not going to discuss mechanics and combos there, but I think you did that pretty well. So good job. I knew you would kill it from the get-go. All right, so we're TPing to this. I don't know if that was worth the teleport, though. There's 2 reasons why this teleport wasn't worth. Whoa there, Mordekaiser. I said, whoa there, Mordekaiser. Okay. There's 2 reasons why this teleport wasn't worth. The first reason is that you just kind of wasted it. It wasn't necessary. Oh, was he going to get dove? Okay, I see what you're trying to do. I'd let them commit first. Let them commit the play. Let them start the play. Before you actively engage on a play, whether it's through teleporting, through rotating, popping out, whatever, let the enemy team engage first, or let your team engage first so that so that you're able to kill. This particular situation, though, we would want them to commit first because they are a very heavy commit type of team. They have a Blitzcrank and they have a Tristana. Blitzcrank's gonna like run at him, knock him up. Tristana's gonna bounce on him. They're gonna have to kill this guy before you land. So if you let it happen first and then TP, that'd been good play. The second part of why this play isn't that good though is because you don't have ult. And Akali doesn't really get kills, especially this early without her ultimate. So those are the 2 reasons why I don't think this teleport was a good play. But I see what you were trying to do. You were trying to teleport to that dive, but they didn't really dive. So you kind of got screwed. But I know what you're trying to do. Just be a little bit more patient next time. That's all. Okay, you're looking to rotate again. Bragus is top. You're just chilling. So the next thing you want to look for a play for is going to be that dragon. Tristana is 3-0. Oof, that's huge. You could rotate now if you wanted to. Oh, you're trying to fight this guy. I thought you were going to rotate down here. Because this would have been a really good play to rotate to. Yeah, I think if you would have rotated to that play, you would have got some kills. That sucks, because there was 2 plays happening at one time. Let's just watch this, though. Oh, yeah, if you made your way, that's a double. Flash, no heal. Oh, that's a double. Darius, does he get it? Does he get at least one? That sucks. Did we kill the Yone, by the way? Yeah, we did. Oof. That's hard. That's hard. Okay, so in a lane that's this heavily snowballed, you want to monitor it a little bit more. So that way when they're really aggressive, you can get free kills. Understanding how lanes play out is a really big part of playing jungle and mid lane because you know what to expect and you know to always be looking for it. A Tristana and a Blitzcrank are very good at engaging. Right? There's some very, very heavy fighters. He pulls, she jumps. So with this context throughout the entirety of this game, if you are watching for plays to be happening down bottom of situations like that, you'll probably pick up some kills because you know that it's going to be a very active laning phase. Mid lane, when you're playing stuff like Katarina, Akali, Zed, those are the same type of things you'd focus on, just like a jungler would, right? You'd focus on the, where are the plays? When can I be a part of them? Again, I can't fault you for that particular play, though, because you were already busy. So, unless you were watching two plays at one time, you just weren't going to be able to rotate to that. Okay, you're rotating top. This is the issue right here. Look, another play that you could have been down there for. Luckily, Darius gets it, but I'd much rather let you have that kill. But again, it's the same thing. Two plays are happening at once. The only issue with this one is like the bottom had that fat shutdown. This guy's already like losing, right? So you're not needed as much as, let's say, bot would be needed here. So if two plays are happening, I do like the fact that you're making a play. So keep that in mind. I do love the fact that you are making a play. The issue here is that one play netted more for you than the other one. Because Gragas has already been dying, he's worth less. Whereas Tristana has a big bounty on her. So if we were able to see both plays and weigh them together, weigh the pros and cons, we would know that Tristana's play was better. I don't know if you noticed that bottom play though, but if you did notice both plays at the same time and you decided to go top, definitely not the play. Definitely not the play. You want to go to where the action is that has like the most fed players on the team, so that way you can kill them before they snowball out of control, pretty much. If you can impact it. Okay, we see Tristana, we see Blitzcrank. You see this happening. You could go, but the thing is, you don't have your team. You don't. There's two bottom. There's one there. Like you don't have your team, but you could go to see if you can do anything. You got her, which is good. Situations like that, though, I would definitely try to keep an eye out on, because these are the type of fights that like make or break games sometimes. I'm not saying you lost because of this fight, but imagine you show up and you're like right here. You're not committing. Don't commit to this. You're right. This, like, I see you pinging. This is not a good play. Don't commit to the play. But being around the play, because what if like Tristana pops out with just enough HP and she pops out right there, and you could have been standing here and collected that for you, right? So don't commit, but definitely be around skirmishes like this just in case you can fight them. Even if you wanted to, you can start your recall right here. If you really wanted to too. So that way you don't waste as much time just to see. Let's see. The next thing we should be fighting for is that Rift Herald. So, oh, they're already on it. Tristana's on that Rift. Okay, you're rotating. Okay. Oops, my mouse and my camera is all over the place. We really need this Rift Herald. Yeah, it's the same thing happening again. There's two plays happening at one time, and you're not really sure which one you should go to. That, or you're not paying attention to play number two. Oh, it's like a triple kill for you. Instead we're chasing Gragas. So what I've noticed so far is we're going for kills that don't really matter right now, is what I'm seeing. The first one I gave you the benefit of the doubt because the first play, there was two plays happening at one time and you were already a part of fighting Yone. The second play, you decided to go top instead of going bot. The third play, we decided to chase Gragas here and kill Gragas instead of going for that Rift Herald. Kills need to lead to something important if it can. Kills are nice, don't get me wrong, especially on an assassin like you, but if we have an option to have a kill lead to an objective versus just a kill flat out, we should always be choosing to pick the kill leading to the objectives. Luckily, this guy wasted Rift Herald. This guy didn't even drop it right. Same type of play, right? We're top, but Dragon's bottom. It's the same. It's just back and forth with the same thing. Oh, TP. Okay. You don't have a jungler though, because he died. All right, I'm gonna check next objective, and I'm gonna see if you're there on time. If you can kind of catch somebody out the next objective. All right. Next objective is coming up. Win. What's the button for it? I totally forgot the button. Is it X? Is it Z? No. What button is it? Is it N? It's N. Okay, I knew there was a button. So we have 3 minutes on drag, and Baron is up. You're in the right area if Dragon was coming up in like a minute. I like that you're pinging her back. You're telling her not to go, and you're leaving the situation. This is all textbook stuff. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Okay, so play's happening over here. You already know that they're caught. This is nothing you can do. Ping this Mumu back. I'd rather you just sacrifice the 2 players than 3, because Mumu's definitely dying here. I don't know if you died, though. You said your KDA was 17-0, so you don't die, I don't think. Yeah. This was already, like, a play that was over. To prevent this guy from dying, you just don't be there. That wasn't a play you can actually help with. Like, I just got caught. Okay. Try to come help with this. You come in. Oh, that sucks. Is there a reason why? Oh my gosh. Is there a reason why you didn't do the RE combo? Yeah. Or am I crazy? Is it because it's Tristana? Let me know. Is there a reason why you didn't do the RE combo? Like the quick RE? Because you would have landed it. And then when she hopped, you followed the E and you would not miss that shot. And then you would have killed her. So that's something that I want you to go into practice tool and practice. I know I wasn't going to speak on your combos because they're going to get better. But the quick RE thing is something that you should kind of be just pulling off quite frequently, especially against squishy champions. Or not squishy, slippery champions. So I recommend you go to the practice tool and you practice that RE combo. It's very huge. Because you would have got that kill there. Okay, Dragon's coming up. So we need to get ourselves over there. Don't go to that. Do not go to that Gragas. You need to go to Dragon. Please go to Dragon. Don't go to Gragas. Go to Dragon. Dragon. No. No. Okay, so the only reason this worked out for you is because they decided to do the same exact play you decided to do, which was go fight here instead of going to Dragon. But if this was a higher elo game, they would have been on Dragon and you would have just gave up Dragon. Because your whole entire team was top. Remember, objectives, objectives, objectives. If you could put yourself in a position to... That guy is really trying to hit that ward and he can't. If he just moves his camera like that, he can hit it. Oh, there he goes. He got it. There you go. He got it. He got it. He's good. He's good. Okay. Yeah, so far it's just playing for, like, the fights that you need to be a part of, or at least the picks that you need to have, need to lead into something. The kills on the picks and the fights and the skirmishes and the whatnot, they're not leading really into anything. That was the first time it did, and you're massive. Alright. The next objective is 3 minutes and 46 seconds from now. Barons in 5 minutes. We're going to go towards middle here. This is what you're supposed to do. You probably can go side lane and then just like rotate yourself, like pressure out bot and then go rotate back. I noticed you don't really side lane too much. You usually just take camps from your jungler. But if you could put yourself in a side lane a little bit more often, so that way when you flank, you're able to come from an area that they can't see you from, it'd be huge. So like right now, if you were bot side and you were shoving this in, you'd be able to not only flank, but also nobody can stop you 1v1. So they'd have to send people to you. Plus you have Baron. So there's a lot of reasons why you should side lane right now. So I definitely work on side laning. I'd work on fighting for an actual reason. You know, like fighting for objectives, getting picks for objectives. And then I'd also work on side laning too. Going to the side. You're doing it now. But you should have done that from the get-go. You could have done that way earlier. Didn't have to teleport. Mordekaiser wouldn't have gotten caught. And we would have had multiple towers. So you have the right idea on that one. It's just it took you too long to recognize it. We didn't get anything out of it either. That's the second time you used teleport, by the way. This game? I think it was. Try to be a little bit more active with your TPs. Or at least a little bit more proactive, I'm sorry. Alright, this is better. This is the first one where you're like chilling. I wouldn't sit here because what are the odds someone's gonna walk past you from here? If I were at if I was coming to Dragon, right? If I were coming to Dragon and I was coming from this area, I'm coming this way. Not this way, because we see this. So I'm coming this way, possibly this way, possibly after clearing that wave. So if I were you and I wanted to pick off someone, it would have to be, I'm sitting here, I'm sitting in this tri-bush, I'm sitting, you can even put yourself behind this wall. You can put yourself behind this wall, because if you're sitting here, the vision doesn't see you. If you're sitting here, the vision doesn't see you. You could do that. You can sit in this bush. You can sit in that bush. You can sit in that bush. So let's go ahead and do a little tricky trick here. We're gonna go back and we're gonna see what players walk through where. Okay, here we go. No! Freaking camera. Ruining my gameplay, or my test. It's kind of on point. Okay. So Echo, right there. Does he have ultimate? He does. So I don't think you should try to blow your combo on that guy. But Echo's right there. You could be in that bush still. If you were in this bush or in this tri-bush. Tristana, half HP. Walking through there. So even if you were still in this bush, you could still get the flank off. Going backwards. Going from behind them. But now you put yourself in a position where if you want to fight them, you're fighting front to back. And as an assassin, you never want to fight front to back. As an assassin, you want to come from the side. What I always tell my students is this. If I were with you, we were at a park, and you were on the bench, and you were looking at me, and I threw a ball at you, right? If you're on a bench chilling, and I threw a ball at you, and you looked at me, what are you going to do? You're most likely going to dodge it. You're most likely going to dodge it or catch the ball. If I threw it at you from the side, your peripherals will see me. Maybe it's fast enough to react. Maybe you're not fast enough to react. Who knows? If I threw it behind you, you're never going to react. You're going to die. You know, you're going to get hit by that ball. So think of yourself as that ball being thrown. If I'm Akali and I'm the ball, is it better that I come from the front with my team? From the side? From the back? Where should I be? In this instance, you could have been sitting here, and that would have been better. You could have been over here, and you could have looped like that, or you could have went over the wall. That could have been better. So I'd like for you to approach these fights from various angles to make it easier for you to win your fights. I don't know how this fight plays out, but I'm just saying it's a lot easier if you came from the side. All right, so you come from the front. They didn't even bother to try to focus you. Okay, so the fight, that fight was pretty bad. All right, so let's kind of dissect this. So your team, it was just a bad fight, just overall. Your Mordekaiser's dead and your Kaiser's way over there. I don't know why she just didn't ult in. But we're trying to AoE hit everybody in the front. And again, we don't play like that. You know, we're more of an assassin. We need to look for that Tristana. I mean, yeah, the Tristana. You decide to look for the Tristana, but it was already too late. Again, imagine if you were in the position to do so. Imagine you were here, or you're over there, and she sees you. As an AD carry that sees an assassin, are they A, going to continue to fight, or B, back up? A lot of AD carries will, when they see you, they're going to back up. And what this means is you're zoning them from the fight. Who's fed on their team? Tristana. If she's zoned from the fight, who gets kills there? Let's just watch this back and see if she's the reason why a lot of that damage was dealt. Look at her. Look at her. She got 2 kills almost by herself. So if you would have came from the side where she was not going to be safe, or you just ran straight at her, I'd prefer you come from the side. But if you want to run at her, you can. You back her off the fight like she's doing right now. Which means that even if you're not participating in the fight, the fact that you're that wedge between you and her team means that she can attack. This is something that you should use as an assassin tremendously, because it's something that's so OP, but it's very underutilized. I do like that you're going to take camps, though, and going to get CS. Smooth. Also, did you build Riftmaker? No, you didn't. Okay. You built Mama Mortius for who? Echo? Is Mob better than Banshees here? Banshees Vel? Like the one thing that gets you off of Tristana is a Gragas ult and a Tristana ult. So Banshee's Vel allows it so that you can tank those ults and still be on your target. Mama Mortius really just protects you. How much damage did this thing protect you from? It hasn't blocked any damage so far. When did you buy this? Was it just now? I'm just going really deep into your gameplay, but I'm curious. Okay, well, you bought it now. We're going to see how much this worked for you this game. How much damage it blocked. Because I'm going to assume it didn't block any. Or it was very, very low number. Whereas Banshee's Vel scales well with you. Plus on top of that, it protects you. And you're able to stay on your targets. How much of your kit is AD? So it's pretty much everything. Yeah, everything's pretty much AD. So that's good that it still works with your entire kit. But I definitely still think Banshee's Vel is probably the play. Because there's so much disengage. This is kind of the similar thing to what we talked about before, right? Look how like you're never in the area where like the objective matters. Oof, this is a 30-minute video. This is way longer. Usually supposed to be 50. Usually it's 15 minutes. Maybe I'll go for 20. But when I guess I just really care. Like I really want you to improve, and so this is why I usually go over like this. So I hope you don't mind. Okay, this is what I wanted to see the last Baron. This is huge. Exactly my point. Nobody can fight you. Perfect. This is what I wanted to see last Baron. This is beautiful. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Now we need to get ready for that dragon. Same exact concept. Oh, we already... Huh? Did they already take it? Under the Mordekaiser's nose? Oh, I guess so. Oh, Tristana was there. Never mind. Okay, I see. I was like, really? Okay. I was gonna say we go to dragon, but you just decided to sack the dragon. This is good. But again, you can't kill everybody here. There's nothing to really fight for. There's no reason to really look for picks. So I'd just chill out. You got that guy killed because he tried to help you. Again, right now, there's not really a reason to look for picks. There's not really a reason to look for fights. Just kind of chill out. Beautiful. You see, if you would have just waited a few seconds, you would have got this same play. We never would have lost in the hip. Good, good, good. All right, let's see how much Maul helped you. Didn't block any damage. You see my point here? Because Echo's not really that fed, he shouldn't be able to one-bang you. And then their other is Gragas, which is is a joke. I definitely have just gone Banshees here. Gives you the magic resist. You already have the health, and on top of that, it prevents you from being knocked back. We're TPing mid here. Again, just chill. We don't really need to get any fight. Just get free kills like that. Perfect. Just little free kills, so we don't have to go crazy. We can go ahead and set up for Baron. Same concept. Same concept. If we were setting up for Baron here, we have to think about where they would come from. If they're coming from this angle, they're either coming through here, they're coming through here, or if they push out the wave, they may be coming this way, but I highly doubt it. They're probably just coming through these two zones. So as Akali, I can either sit here. Remember, the vision block. I can sit here. The vision block. I can sit here. 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 Yeah, a lot of spots you can sit for this particular area. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, we didn't even play for the Baron here. And then they get it for free. Okay, so we just didn't even play for it. Game's not over yet. We still got a chance. Still have a chance. Same concept that we talked about before. Really zone off that carry. She'll kill that carry. Whatever you need to do. Okay, we lost Elder. So we lost Baron because you died, and we lost Elder because you died. Games this late make it really, really hard for you to win. Because if you die, you're definitely dead for a long time. There's a lot to come out of it, which is why you have to be a little bit more careful. You got to pick and choose the fights that you take, rather than just looking at someone and taking the fights. I mean, they have Elder now, so it's going to be pretty rough. But the major things that I've seen from this replay are, when you have plays, you want to make sure that you're going for the plays that actually lead to objectives. If you have two plays and one's just the kill and one's the kill and an objective, always go for the objective. Even in situations there are no kills to be had, what you want to do is you want to get yourself over there. Like I said, that Baron, instead of being mid, could have got ourselves in a nice sweet spot and just sat for someone to walk by us and one-shot them. Same thing here, you know? Also come from different angles. Instead of coming straight on, come from the sides. Work on that RE combo to get it as quick as possible. I don't know if you intentionally didn't do it or you don't know it, like you're not that fluent with it. But if you're not that fluent with it, get used to it. I want to see you side lane a little bit more. You're not side laning that often. You did side lane this game, but it was always a little bit later than you should have. Use side laning as a way to flank. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I think in this game in particular, you could have gone Banshee's Veil instead of Mama Mortius, just because the disengage on their team or their lockdown on their team is pretty insane. So blocking one of their abilities like a Blitz Hook or a Tristana knockback or a Yone ult or an Echo Stun or a Gragas ult, like all those are impactful abilities that a Banshee's Veil would have definitely helped versus how much it blocked 258. So yeah, you would have definitely been blocking a lot more abilities. But yeah, anyway, I hope this helped. If you got any questions, please let me know. Like I said, I know this was a little bit long, but I really was just trying to do my best to help you out. For those of you that are interested in coaching and, of course, VOD reviews as well, I added that back to my site. Check out my site, coachbucket.com. My VOD reviews are, I believe, $6. My replay reviews are $12. My, what is it? My live games are $25, and then my actual coaching is $50. And then I have duo coaching and team coaching, but that's also on my site. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Peace, peace. Late. Have a good rest of your day or night. And thank you guys for doing what? Approaching this like a coach.